Hey everybody, and welcome to episode number 2, 2019 of Fucking Easy Food Prep. This is my trusty assistant Mel, but obviously you already know her. We were just actually talking how funny was it, hey, when people like join the program, like, oh, you're Mel. Like, they know you from the, like, we're these big celebrities. Not really, but anyway.
We're just real fucking people.
That's right. So today...
We're funny.
Very funny, even though Tyler, your son, doesn't think we're funny at all. Whatever. So today we're making deconstructed tacos, but without the actual tacos. But you could actually, if you wanted to, make some tacos with like the corn flour. It's bloody called masa harissa, I think.
Masa harina.
Is that how you say it?
I think so.
You know what we're about. But we can't be fucked to do that. So this one's just going to have like a rice base, and then you can have like a spicy mince with it. We're going to have like a little salsa made with capsicum, tomato, red onion, and some coriander, lime juice, and then we're going to have some yummy Parmesan cheese. So this is a bit complex. There's a lot going on here. Hope we don't mess this up, but I think it's going to turn out good. So
I will never be making this.
Yeah, ever. Too many ingredients. So basically the base, like I've got 360 grams of white rice here, but you can just put in however much you're going to have per serve. So my advice to you would be initially enter it into MyFitnessPal and go, okay, cool. Like it just entered the rice and the mince and just work out. So you might want, for me, I'm going to have 200 grams of mince and I'm going to have 40 grams of uncooked rice per serve. So you can just adjust it up or down based on your macros. So like say, for example, you might have because I eat quite a lot, you might have a budget of 120 grams of protein. You might be having 6 meals, but at your lunch meal, you'd have slightly more. So you might have anywhere between 20 to 40 grams of protein per serve. So just work that out before you actually start the recipe, because if you make it with the quantities I have, it's probably going to be too much for you unless you eat as much as me. So it's quite easy to adjust. So boil the water, and just we're going to let that rice cook. Should we put some salt in there, do you think? Or? Yeah, all right. Put a bit of salt. So just going to let that boil, and then now we're going to brown off the rice. So we'll just the mince. So I've got 1.8 kilos here of lean beef mince, and you can just put in a little bit of. Actually, we're going to do
Did you turn this one off?
No, I just did it. Oh, hang on, must have just hit the. Whoops. So a little bit of coconut oil in there, maybe a tablespoon roughly, and I've just got 1 onion diced. And my trusty assistant's going to some garlic. I just get this crushed garlic from Coles. It's good. It's got no shit in it. So I really quite like garlic. So
load it up.
Oops. Maybe one more. So you just put in however garlicky you like it. If you don't like garlic, don't add garlic. I'm just gonna get the Wet X and clean this up. Let's turn it down a bit. So what Mel's doing there is she's just going to brown off the
Sweat it.
Oh, that's right, sweat it. What do we call it? Bloody
Sweating.
Just brown it off until it's cooked, and then what we're going to do is add in the mince and brown off the mince. So
I love the smell of garlic.
Oh, me too. It's so good. So I've just got.
Let's turn this down.
Oh, okay, we'll turn it to say 8.
7.
Yeah, 7. Okay. Once you brown it off, the spices that we're going to use for this, and again, you can adjust this based on how hot you like it. So we've got some cumin, some chili powder, and some cayenne pepper, and that's quite hot. So you just want to, I guess, if you don't like it really hot, don't put too much in. So while Mel is browning that off, I can start to make the little salsa that goes on the side. Oh, the other thing that we're going to add to is corn. Now, corn is a bit of a funny one. Corn is, well, as you would see, like, well, for example, Winston, like we put this mixed vegetable stuff into his food, and when he does a shit, like there's just whole pieces of corn. So your body really can't digest corn. So if you have any sort of digestive issues, I would steer away from the corn. Probably Mel and Craig would probably not be good with the corn. But me, I've got fucking guts of steel, so it's like, you know, for me having a bit of corn every now and then, it isn't gonna hurt me. It's not probably something that I'd eat every single day, but in a recipe like this, it's just no issue for me if you've got strong digestion, strong metabolism. So corn cobs are on special at our little fruit store. So I've just got a cob of corn, and you could also probably just buy some frozen corn, or you could get the stuff in the can as long as it's got no shit in it.
I think all of the stuff in the can
Has shit in it? Okay. Maybe buy some frozen, might be good. But I've just got this and I've just microwaved it, and I'll cut that off when it's time to actually use that. So we'll put that there. How's that onion going, Dal?
Yeah, it's sweating really
Do you think
nicely.
does it need more, or we can put the mince in yet?
We can put the mince in.
Okay, so put the mince in, and while Mel browns that off, I've just turned it up. Maybe I'll turn this down a little bit more, this rice. So I am going to start making the little salsa. The other thing that we're going to have on is we're going to make, and I don't eat avocado, a lot of avocado. I just prefer to have saturated fat butter, but I'll eat it occasionally. So really ripe avocado, you can mash it up, and I've just got some sour cream. And this is a good one that I found in Woolworths, and it's got no crap in it. It's just cream and skim milk cream and cultures, which is awesome. So we're going to make a little, like a guacamole type thing to go on top. And then we've got some Parmesan cheese as well we're going to put on. I'm pretty actually fucking excited about this. Do you think it's going to be good?
Yes.
So,
Very fancy.
It's very fancy for us. So I've just got some cherry tomatoes, and you don't have to use cherry tomatoes. These just look really yum, and they're really red and really ripe. So I'm just going to slice them up, and we're going to make this little salsa to have on the side. So I'm just going to wash them. Make sure I wash them thoroughly. Again, any tomatoes is fine, so I'll just get out a bowl to put this in. Gee, we've got too much shit here. Okay, so the other thing I'm going to put in is some red capsicum, because I really like red capsicum. So I'm just going to make this like a rough, I'm going to just do them in 4, like that. So you can really just put in however much tomato that you like.
They're very sweet.
Oh, they're good, aren't they, the old cherry tomato? I love a good cherry tomato. It's really nice. Oh. My dad sharpened the knives for us when he was over here the other day, so they're heaps more sharper. It's so good. Oh, hello, Winston. Always Winston comes in and bloody's looking for food.
My bad, mate.
Oh, last night. Yeah, he's so funny, eh?
He sleeps with me every night. I stay down here. And he's really quite annoying.
He's very annoying. Nearly as annoying as
He's
me.
a lot like you.
He is. He's very much like me.
Yeah.
Listen, remember who pays your paycheck? Okay.
When I first started working for Kitty, it was a couple of weeks after I first started, and she said to me, "You know, you're not as annoying as I thought you would be."
I was just joking. We always laugh about that. It's also like the time when you told me before when you weren't good and consistent like you are now, and you just started being consistent and you were getting results, and you came up to me and said, "It's like this, hey Dal, it's like this consistency thing works that you've been telling me all."
That you've been telling me about for 12 months.
Oh fuck, it was so funny. We still laugh about that, don't we? Yeah. So now I've got some red onion here. So I'm just going to dice up a little bit of red onion. Is that still on? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the induction. I hate the induction. I think it's so annoying. I'd much prefer gas. Okay, so we're just going to dice up some red onion. Just again, you can put in however much red onion you like. Like if you like it quite oniony, you can put in more. So I'm just gonna dice up a little bit. You can see just a few slices of the onion. I'm going to sprinkle that in there like that.
What sort of rice is this stuff?
I think it's basmati dal. I think it's Craig's rice. So now we're going to do some capsicum. So I'm just going to slice that. I'll just wash this and take out the core. And you're just going to finely slice this. Slice up a few bits.
Cutting.
Yeah, I know. I think you wouldn't like this. I think what I would probably say is what I'm going to do is do up the mince and the rice. Should we turn this up a bit more? One more. do up the mince and the rice, and I'm going to freeze it in portions. And then what you could do is make up, if you had this for a week, you could make up a few days of the salsa and the corn, and you could just add it, and the cheese as you go along. It's probably, yeah, it's a little bit of mucking around. It might be one that you might want to make on a Saturday night, you know, when you're not as busy. But I think too, the Mexican rice mince would actually be really nice, even without all the other stuff in it. Like you could just make it and freeze it anyway. And you could add a bit of cheese. So just cut up that. Now we're going to add a bit of, dice up just a little bit of coriander to go in there. Just a bit. Oh, I love the smell of coriander. Now to make a little dressing you can just put on this is just squeeze over some fresh lime, or you could add some olive oil to it as well if you wanted to, but it just depends on how much fat you've got to play with. So we'll sprinkle in the coriander and we'll just mix that around. That looks really yum. Smells so good. Hey. Then, while we do that, we'll just get the corn and we'll cut the corn off. So I'm just going to cut it off like this. But again, you could just get frozen corn if you can be fucked to do this.
So hot.
Or you could leave the corn out, obviously, if corn doesn't really digest well for you, have issues with corn. Let's get that up. Yum. In the bin. Just crush up that corn.
Mince is browning nicely.
Oh, good work. So basically, like how we're sort of going to put this all together is, oh, it's just sweet. It's really nice and sweet, that corn.
They'll save some for the meal, eh?
So what we're going to do is put the rice on the bottom, and then we're going to put the mince, a serve of the mince on, and then I wonder how that rice is going. Should I check? Gee, this is probably the most bloody in-depth thing we've made. I've hardly been able to talk about anything else.
I will never
Yeah.
I'll just have this when I come here.
Yeah. Oh, you can't have rice stuff.
Except for the rice.
Yeah. Right, a bit more. So we will. Oh, do that corn's nice.
Down.
Sorry. We'll put some, like, plenty of salt in here. We love the salt, don't we? Now I think with the spices, because I don't know exactly how much spices to add, that we should add it to taste, do you think? And we'll just taste as we go along, because...
Don't do an Adam.
Yeah.
Put in 35 fucking different spices.
His food's hot.
Open on the corner.
No. Yeah. All right, so the cumin... We should get a teaspoon so we can actually see how much we put in. Is that going to fit? Yeah. So that's half a teaspoon. So what do you think? We try a teaspoon? Or maybe 2 teaspoons.
No,
It's quite a lot though. It's like quite a lot of mince. We'll put 2. We won't put so much of the chilli.
Craig's not going to eat this.
Nah. He eats the same shit every day. His mince. Okay. Now ground chilli. So let's put... Yeah, it smells good, eh? It smells like Mexican, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, that doesn't fit. Look. Yeah. Okay, we'll use the 1/4 teaspoon. So I reckon we do half a teaspoon of this, so 2/4. And then the cayenne pepper we'll do half, and then we'll taste it.
Man, this is going to be spicy.
Yeah. I actually think you might be able to have a bit more, hey? You think? Still not quite cooked, actually. It still has bits of pink bits, eh?
Before you start adding up more.
Any more, yeah, you're right.
Pepper. Nearly done.
We'll get some mix. Nice flavour. It could be a bit more spicy. Right.
Let me try.
But you don't like it spicy though.
I don't mind spicy, but no.
I think it needs a bit more chilli powder. There's no spice really at all, really, is it?
More.
Yeah.
Load it
So
up.
I'll put another. So that'll be a teaspoon of chilli powder then if we do that. and a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Do you think it needs more cumin? I think the cumin's good.
Oh, more cumin in it.
Do you think? I think the cumin's pretty good. I think it needs more salt though. Do you think? We'll just take the lid off because it's just easier. Yeah, we love salt. Plenty of salt.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be good. So that's 2 teaspoons of cumin, 1 teaspoon of chili, 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Okay. Now we're going to add in some passata.
I love passata.
It's good, isn't it? So I think you don't want it to be really tomatoey. You just want it to have a bit of tomato. So I'm thinking, what do you reckon, half of this?
Try half.
Yeah, because we can always add more. So we don't want it to be super tomatoey. Do you think that's about half?
Bit more.
Bit more? Okay. So half a jar of passata. Let's see how our rice is going. A little bit more.
Oh, this smells good
Oh,
now.
it smells good, hey?
Fuck yeah.
Okay. The rice needs a bit more. We'll just keep cooking that while the rice cooks. Okay, so what else do we need to do? Okay, we can do the avocado. Ooh. So, just get the avocado. And, oh, it's a good one. Just get out the seed. Now I need a bowl. We'll mash it.
You would think with these pots being so expensive, they would have something here.
Oh, I know.
So your freaking hand doesn't get burnt.
It's retarded, isn't it? Okay, so we'll just put the avocado in. Oh, it smells so good, hey?
Very Mexican.
What I think we'll do is we'll divide it up into, because how many serves did I say it was going to make me? 9. 9, so we'll divide it. Oh, that's a bit annoying. 9 is not an even. Because usually I do it, so we'll make it 10 so I can do it into 5 containers.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be easy. So I'm just going to mash the avocado up.
Never been a fan of avocado.
Yeah, I love avocado. I don't have it very
I
often.
think it really has a taste though.
Yeah, we'll put some chili and lime and garlic in here, which will be yummy. So I've got some limes here. Just cut the lime in half. Again, you don't even have to add this avocado on top. You could just have the salsa, or you could just make the spicy Mexican mince and have it with the rice. So I'm just going to juice half a lime in here. Oh, this is going to be so good. Salt, plenty of salt. Is it good?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, heaps of salt, a little bit of chili, just crushed chili, and a little bit of garlic. Is it good? Nice? Yeah, sweet. How's the rice? I think we've drained the rice yet. I'll turn this down, it can just simmer. So then, now I'm just going to add a bit of sour cream in this. Just going to add just a dollop. Just open it right up. There we go. Just going to, I mean, you can put however much sour cream in you want. I've just put a big dollop in there. And I'm just going to mix that in. Like so. You reckon?
More.
A little bit more, okay.
I better not poop after that.
Yeah, after that tiny little bit. Okay, so we've made our guacamole. Oh, that's so good.
Let me try.
Oh, God. So do you reckon we can divide that mince up now? Let's put it into containers so I know.
That's really good.
How good is it?
So good.
So we'll put this into 10. So 10, I know that half is 1 serve. So we'll just do this now over on the side here. All right, Da. This is your job. How do you reckon we should? Do you want a cup?
Sure.
Put it in. Here. Just got a bit of onion in there. All right. So we're just going to evenly divide this out just so that I know for my lunches how much. Fuck it, I reckon the rice will be good. We'll just drain it out now. We'll get the colander. Alright. I'll just get in and grab the rice. Okay. Yeah, that's the annoying thing about these bloody pots is that the handles just get really hot.
For $1 million.
Yeah, I know. Shush. We know that you're on. Okay. Ah. Okay.
Quite a little chefs, aren't we?
Oh, we sure are. Okay, so drain that rice. So, see what you can do then is you can just portion it out and put it in the freezer. And put the rice on top, and then we'll use obviously half of a portion today. So I'll get a bowl now. And
I don't want to scrape the bottom of this too much and scratch
yeah,
it
like I already did.
even more.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Do you want me to tip it up?
Yeah. Put it in this one here.
Okay. Oh god, how good does it smell? Any other ones or?
This one.
Okay. Alright, so now we'll portion the rice. Now, let me just, because basically how you put this together in a bowl is, okay, we'll just have to, so it's got to be 5, so how much do you reckon one serve is roughly if we just, so you put the rice in, do you think that's probably good for one? And then you can just divide the rest. Well, one's only got to have half a serve because this is one serve I'm going to eat today. So I'll just take half of one of these out of the mince. So you just put it in the bowl like this. You could even get some lettuce if you wanted to and put it on the bottom. I just can't be fucked because I just don't care about the lettuce. Okay, so maybe that one's just going to have one serve. So Mel will just, finish.
You idiot!
Okay, so you can see we've got the rice, we've got the mince on the side, and then you're going to put your salsa in on the other thing, so probably didn't need quite as much. These might be a good meal actually if you're having people over. You could make this, it looks pretty fancy. Then you're going to put your corn on the side if you can have corn. And then, oh, this looks so good. Oh, do you know what? I forgot to squeeze a bit of the lime on the tomato. It should be nice. Then you're going to put in put the avocado on top, like a dob of the avocado. And then,
That's so cute.
I know. Then you sprinkle some Parmesan cheese. I'm just going to put it like that. Oh man, gee, we've really excelled today, haven't we? Fuck yeah. Look at that. How fucking good is that? Oh, I'm fucking so hungry, eh? I'm like, this is the best thing we've ever made, I think.
Maybe we could make this when we go on Ellen.
Oh, we sure could.
Yeah.
We've decided we're going to get on Ellen when we're like really famous. So that's it. Deconstructed taco bowls. Again, if you've got digestive issues, don't eat the corn because you'll probably not be good. It's really hard to digest. You can freeze this, and then you can add. I mean, you don't even have to add all this stuff if you don't want to, but it actually looks really, really delicious, and I'm going to enjoy eating that for lunch today. Yeah, and yeah, that's it. Mel,
That's it.
Anything else to add? No?
Oh.
All right, cool. We'll see you next week, guys. Bye.
Bye.